Gonna be alright. Love one day at a time. Baby, don't worry. It's gonna be alright. Hey guys, welcome everybody. Welcome into the live. Welcome into the live. This Wednesday evening live, gentle people. How is everybody doing? Come on in, guys. Let me see if I can. It is Wednesday evening. We are going to be having our little Wednesday evening chat. We're gonna have our little Wednesday evening chat. We're gonna chat. We talk. We're gonna be talking a little bit because you know life is worth a lot of talking. And one of the most Mike has come. Mike, you're not arrive. You come. How you doing, Mike? Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome into the live. How you been? You eat up a cow foot already? I not give me none. Really? I don't know how me love cow foot. I might cook the cow foot and eat, so I not give me none. Make me a go ball. But what's up, Mike? How is the day going for you? How is everybody else doing? Yeah. And Trev is here. We are going to be talking a little bit. We are going to talk about whether or not. What, showers of blessing. Why make you rotten? Why make you rotten so? Oh, you are so wrong. You are so wrong. What's wrong with you? Oh my gosh. Welcome into the live, guys. Listen, do not pay my no mind, okay? Oh my gosh. My gosh. Indeed, you see my face. Well, that's a good thing. I see, says the blind man. That's a good thing. Come into the live, guys. Hit that like button and come let us and come make us talk. Let me face like let me know must light up like Christmas tree when you're so bright like morning star. Oh boy. I'm glad to see you, no, Mike. Never a dull day with you. Never a dull day with you. Good to see you, my dear. Good to see you. Come into the live, guys. Don't forget, hit that like button, share the live stream. Invite your friends to come on over, your friends and your friends to come on over into the live and let us chat. This evening, I'm just talking about we're gonna do the reading live later, but not now. Right now, we just talk about whether or not you think it would be okay to befriend a romantic rival. Talk to me. Wanna tell me what wanna think? Because for me, this is like a loaded question. Why I say it is a loaded question is because love and hate can never be friends. And usually when you see when people are rivals and especially when romance is in the deal, it is very rarely a genuinely friendly circumstance. Very rarely. Emotions run high, people get angry, people it's like People guard their love interest. You might say, "Oh, I'm not a jealous person and I'm not overbearing and all of this," but that's just lip service, because they will say all of that, but let somebody else come close to this person who with whom they are romantically involved, and you will see a totally different side of them, to make you wonder if it was really the same person. I've seen people who are romantic rivals where you expect them to be at each other's throats. I know they're not. They talk civilly, have good conversations. Some of them seem to be even friends. And it makes you wonder, like, what kind of relationship is that? Because if me and you have the same man, me not your friend. No, unless there was an agreement that this is how it's going to be. But if it is that I find out that he's with me and he's with you at the same time when I did not sign up for polygamy, then we're gonna have a problem. I don't wanna be your friend. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna, you know, make your life miserable, and I hope you don't make mine. But certainly we are not going to be hugging and kissing and exchanging Sunday dinner and that kind of thing. What Mike say, oh, you know, some day here though, my day here feeling good. Me just eat one something there, one quesadilla and piece of the pudding. Mike, I waited the last night when I met the pudding. Me say, Mike, oh my God, me say the pudding nice, it nice. Me say the pudding nice is a shame. Where did the Mike? Oh, me think you did over there a cookie cow foot. When me did I cook the when me did I make the potato pudding. Oh, you love me like cook food. And then me love you like a fresh vegetable. That me if you love Tony Rebel. Oh gosh, you know the feeling is mutual, my friend. You know the feeling is mutual, my love. It is mutual. What's going on down at the beard today? Talking this and talking that. What's going on in the bay today? Up here, bullet. A truth, man. Don't a beard get hot, huh? Every day. We are Lock Nation is in the house. How are you doing, my love? So good to see you. So good to see you. We are Lock. It's always such a pleasure to see you. You know, always such a pleasure. You're such a pleasant presence. You know, true, Mike. Just stay away from them bullet there, no, Mike. Stay away from them because every time me look upon the news, me see something a go on down at the beard. Every time. But it look like the police them stepping up them game. Yeah, look like the police them a step up them game and I deal with the people them accordingly. What is I'm try to see all this. Okay. Yes, what I mean. Yes, what I mean, though. Yes, what I mean, Mike. Yes. I don't have me hear one song from Tony Rebel. You know you're not from him lately. Uh-uh. No one. That's not too bad. Let me see this. Hold on, so it's me on. May I try to get fancy right here, so. And look like me I try to get fancy and I mash up everything. Alright, we unlock, so this is an interesting topic if you elaborate more. Alright. All right, we can do that, and we will do that. All right. So imagine that you are in a romantic relationship with one person, and you find out that this person is also in a romantic relationship with somebody else. Would it be within you? Would you be able to find it within you to be friendly with the other person? That to me stands out like some kind of betrayal, especially if if it is not something that was prearranged. Trevor got my eye. It look like you. Look like you have more than your eyes on me, no Mike. It look like you have more than just your eyes on me. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I don't wanna be wet. Anywho, yeah. So that's really what I am asking, because look at this. As we are talking about the recent events in the news, we see where the young lady in Jamaica that was murdered along with her daughter, we see where now the evidence is coming out that the woman who is now charged with the murder, that she reached out to the woman to have a conversation, she claimed, to talk to the woman. Would you find it in your heart, would you find it in your heart to want to establish any kind of relationship or communication if you were in that situation? Because some people are saying that Tashna should not have gone with the woman. Joseph, what's up? Have I told you lately that I love you? Them not tell me, are you are telling me I know? What you say? Then you're the one, Joseph, no? Then Joseph, no, you me dress up for. Are you me dress up for now? I'm Mike, and we unlock. Ah, you hear me? I wanna me dress up for. Who else me fi dress up for? Have I told you there's no one else above you? You fill my heart with gladness, take away all my sadness. Ease my troubles, that's what you do. Joe, what's up? How are you doing? Joseph, you know, say, I saw my birthday. I want you. I saw my birthday. Me excited. So till my glad back boss Joseph. That's why. Me say the way she look, me say me have a ball out. It look like she bound to go spoon in a she mouth. No, I want my two. One man to me goodie, another do it. Oh my gosh! Oh my word! Be a place, people. That farm, I that farm, you're coming just in time. Just in time, my child. I just don't know what we are like now. What? 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 We lock say. Oh, 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 what's up? What's up, bro? How are you
Can you hear
doing?
me, my love? I am good,
Yeah,
me love. How are
hold
you?
on, me have to learn up. How me turn up that sit there? Una si se me don't know what me I do. Una hold on there. Wait, me I look for this speaker.
Can you hear me, my
Una turn
love?
up this. Watch ya. One time let me hear you, we unlock. Let me see if me hear you.
Me test here. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Testing 1, 2. Testing.
hold on
Can
there.
you hear me?
I want headphone this one. One time let me hear.
Can you hear me?
Oh yes. It's in the earphone. I mean,
Really?
that my hear I used to people things. Uh, okay, all right. Me Jesus is never broke up the people them thing.
Look,
Oh
get it
Jesus.
together.
No sir. I don't me not think so. No sir, can't so. I,
You,
all right.
do you have a mic? I'm gonna have to order you a microphone. I'm gonna have to
All
order
right,
you a
see there
mic.
so. All right, there we go.
Oh,
There we
yes.
go.
Yeah, sound better than you did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
all right.
look better.
Yes,
This
yes,
better.
yes.
Yes, talk to me. Talk. What you put all style in your locks? But you're not easy. You go on with yourself. You really are going with yourself, bro. All right.
I had to do something with the head. I mean, it was looking kind of rough, so I had my
Well,
aunt. I had my aunt
it
do
look
it.
nice.
I had my aunt do it.
It look nice. Yeah, me like it. Yes, sir. Me like it. Yes, sir. Yeah, me
Okay,
like it. Talk to me now. Talk to
all
me.
right. Um, would I befriend a romantic relationship? I mean,
A romantic rival.
a
It,
romantic
it,
rival. Excuse me.
mm-hmm.
No, because number one, that's a little bit of betrayish and it's a little bit dangerous. Number one,
Mm-hmm.
you can get
Mm-hmm.
somebody, you can get somebody hurt or killed with some stuff like that.
Yes.
I mean, if you're in a what they call it a platon not a platonic, but if a polygamous relationship, if you would have sat down with your mate at the time and said, "Well, look, I know we're involved. I know we're in a relationship, but I want another person involved. I'm just who I am. I mean, I'm a polygamous type of person, and I just wanted to get with you first and foremost to see if you were down with that too. If she's down with that, if he's down with that, then cool. But if I
Mm-hmm.
find out that, I mean, in the Western civilization world where I live in, where it's one man, one woman, if I find out that you're in a relationship, it's curtains. I mean, you either come clean or not at all.
I
And see,
agree.
we're dealing with too many people in these crazy relationships and thinking it's a rule that you need to be with everybody. No, God didn't design it that way. Even though I will say I have messed up in my previous years. But getting back on track slowly but surely.
Yep.
Me and my wife, we've reconciled and we're getting this marriage and this relationship, friendship. You have to have all three.
All three. I
we're,
agree.
we're trying to get this thing back together, and then
Mm-hmm.
she wants me to, well, she wants me to come to church more often. I said I'll come to church, but just not yours.
You
I
need
mean,
to.
I
I
mean,
need to. And you need to
it,
quit
it,
smiling too when you go.
I mean, I don't dodge. I don't
You need
dodge
to
churches.
quit smiling when you go. That's what's getting you in trouble. But
You don't think I don't smile when I go?
yes, when you
Really?
go, that's what's getting you in trouble. That's
Do you know how many times I had to swallow my tongue
uh, I
I
can
had to
imagine.
swallow my
I know
tongue.
sometimes you go to church, you
To
wanna
the
say something. You wanna say something, you don't wanna get in trouble. You got you gotta close your mouth. You don't wanna get in trouble. I'm talking about this. I'm not. I don't wanna go off track. But when you talk about church and getting into trouble, they give me all kinds of trouble over there on TikTok. And then I realize that people really talk out of their behinds all the time, and people really don't read. Have you noticed that?
And they
As
don't read
they don't
yeah.
read. They don't read. But they be the first one to be in a comment section with all their contrary stuff, and they swear to God it's gospel. But that's for a
And
different
it doesn't it
different time.
say
No,
didn't
because
it
we were
say
talking
that we're
about
in our last days?
what I say?
I said,
What?
didn't you read in the Bible that today we're in our last days?
Oh yes, I read the
I
Bible.
mean,
I
this
read
is
the
what my
Bible.
grandmother. That's what my grandmother told me.
We've been living in the last days since before me and you were alive. We're gonna be living in the last days when our great grandchildren are here. It's gonna still be the
Mm.
last days. Listen, when people talk about the living in the last days, it's not even shaking them, because if they believe that they were living in the last days, I believe that they would modify their behaviors. But they are saying it to scare everybody, but it don't scare them. So it don't bother me when I people that, oh, we're living in the last days. Everybody should shape up their folly ground. I believe everybody should, but that's another story for another time. Yeah.
Mm.
But the topic we're staying on topic today,
Okay.
unlike other days where we're always going off topic. So but that's how it works over here. That's what makes the lives so spicy. And thank you all guys, because I see you all been sharing out the lives and commenting and stuff, and I sincerely appreciate it. But as you were saying, though we unlock, it can be dangerous territory you venture in when you enter into a relationship where you are not when you're in a relationship and you're not aware of the ground rules. Because somebody else laying the rules and they're living by those rules, but you are not aware of them rules. Yeah, that can be dangerous. Me and you in a relationship, your ground rule is that you got 3 of us. My ground rule is that it's me alone. And then I don't know the other 2 people. Then when I find out about the other 2 people now, and all hell breaks loose, what happened? We see people unaliving each other all the time because of this kind of mess. Who would you say in a circumstance like that is responsible for such a mess? Would you say one of the women or the common party? Question. That's the question. Would you say the common party is responsible, or the person who perpetrated whatever act they perpetrate against the other?
I would say the perpetrator. That's her responsibility, due to the fact that you weren't selfish enough to, like I said, tell your significant other or even husband. Now, I mean, it's usually let's be honest. Usually, it's the man that if you engage in a woman and she engages in you, but your sight has always been on another woman. It's only a man can get a woman pregnant. Understand? And we need to talk about something that no one dares not to talk about. It's these new diseases that come out, right? And there's a person out here dangerously saying that he does not care if he has a disease or not. He's just going to keep going and keep going and keep going, right? If not only if it's HIV, if it's herpes or any of these new ounce diseases that supposedly are coming out. And he's dangerous. Like, well, if I'm going to go, I'm going to take somebody with me. It's just that simple. It's like you just don't know how many people you drag along that's going to suffer more, or then suffer more, if that's a word. Because 10, you might suffer today, or you might suffer 10 years down the road, or you might end up with a nutty crunch bar if I mean, you have to have all telltale signs. If your man has a crunch bar, I mean, it's time to ask questions. But a
Yeah,
woman is more dangerous. A woman, I would say a woman is less dangerous or more dangerous, because in the society today, when you have woman on woman and they're having relationships with each other or have relationships with a man, it's a slippery slope. It is. It just is.
always going to be, whether or not it with the same gender, opposite whatever it is. Whenever there is not trust, love, and commitment, and an agreement under all those umbrellas, there is always going to be problems. And I stand by, if I agree that I'm going to be in a monogamous relationship, that's what I expect from my partner. If I agree that I'm going to be in a polygamous relationship, then everything goes. But you can expect me to befriend the woman who is sleeping with you behind my back. We can't be friends. No, we cannot be friends. We cannot be friends. No.
We can be associates, but we just can't be friends.
I can be civil with you. I can certainly be civil with you, but I definitely cannot be your friend. I'm not going to be meeting you anywhere. We are not going to be talking. We are not going to be, having any one-on-one conversations. If I have a kid for a man and you have and another woman have a kid for the man, we can talk. We can be civil. But me and you not going to go meet no one-on-one. Me and you meeting together. What me and you meeting together talking about? Are we plotting against the man? What's the deal? Like what's the deal? Are we plotting to make sure he gets a taste of his own medicine?
I'm already dealing with a woman who actually is doing that. So
yeah, what are we doing? We're not doing this. And number one,
wow.
Worst of all, if the other woman is not even his wife. If the other woman is not even the wife, me and you ain't got nothing to talk about. Your kid is not under my roof. I'm not caring. If I'm caring for your kid, we definitely gotta have some good, decent, civil conversation. If your kid is in my care, if my kid is in your care, we definitely need to have a conversation. But if none of those circumstances exist, you're not my friend. Because it's either that I'm going to settle with it and agree and say, all right, let this man do himself. Let him do what he want to do. He want to be with me, want to be with her. I'm quite fine with it. Let him do or I'm going to raise hell and say, this is not what I signed up for. So you can either go with her or you can stay here with me, but you're going to pick your choice. You're going to determine what you want to do, because I'm not going to be into this foolishness, this back and forth stuff. I'm not doing that. But you have to determine what you want.
Well, let me ask you, why is it that we can't be friends if I'm already in a relationship? Why is it that we cannot? There has to be a reason for that. That's a question, and then I'll rebut.
You know, when there is romance involved, tensions run high. I don't want to be friends with another woman who is alienating from me the affection of the man who I seek to have. Yes, when he's supposed to be with me, he's with her. It's like she is stealing money out of my pocket in terms of stealing affection out of my heart. I don't want to be your friend. No, no. I don't want to be your friend. No. I
What if I got kicked
cannot.
out? What if she got kicked out of my mama crib and she need a place to stay?
Listen. If she get kicked out of mama place, she on her own. Because that would be like me now saying, taking in this person. May as well we just call it a polygamous relationship and just say, all right, let the three of us just jump in the bed together then.
I can see it.
Because what do you mean by you gonna bring her into where? What? You crazy?
I mean, unless you have unless you have a house and you have a basement with a door
No,
with a
it don't
key in
matter.
it.
No. That sounds like you creating the circumstance to make sure she come in at
No,
the house.
I'm not. I'm
That's not
not.
happening.
I'm not. Trust me, I'm not.
No, not at all. It's not happening. Not happening. I mean, you can be civil. We can be civil with each other. We can always have a conversation. We can always talk. But in light of the recent events and all that is happening,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't suggest it, guys. I wouldn't see it as something wise to do.
Mm-mm.
Uh-uh. And only women end up doing these kinds of things. Do you think we unlock? Talk to me now. Do
Mm.
you think if I am with a man and I am cheating on him with another man, do you think I could ever dare to ask them to be friends?
Yep.
No. And it's for the same reason that two women wouldn't want to be, I wouldn't want to be friend with a woman who is my romantic rival. Me don't want to be your friend. No, sir.
Mm.
Not when you take in my man.
You have to make
I'm not your
it
friend.
again. You have to make a real. This shouldn't be a difficult decision
It
because
can
you
be
know
hard.
who you want, and number one and number two. If this person were to say no, the other person, again, it could be disastrous for the both of you or for all of you. Because I know cats that actually have bad tempers
All
and
right.
and things start, let's just say, things that you don't want to fly out into the atmosphere end up in your backyard or whatever you're at, and it ends up hurting somebody else in the process. It's
Okay.
just like getting into a fist fight. No one fist fights anymore. So what do I do if I am in a marriage, which I am, and my wife knows somebody that I know? That's not, and she looks at me with a straight face and said, I don't want to be with this man. I was like, oh, really? All right. And I don't have the mental fortitude to handle stuff like that. I am going to go 0 to 100, and I might do something to harm not only him, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing something to harm you as well. We
You
have
never know.
nutsos like that here.
Yep. Yep. There are nutcases everywhere. And
Hmm.
people don't understand. What people fail to understand is that when you put yourself in those situations and you expose other people to those situations, you are endangering those people.
Hmm.
You are endangering. If I am with you and I have sworn to you that you are the only person I am with, and then you find out that behind your back I'm double dipping and I have somebody else. Now I bear some responsibility for whatever happens
Hmm.
because of the situation that I created.
And
And
more
people like to say, oh well, this person is the person who committed the act is the person. Yes, the person is totally responsible. But you cannot, the person who created the situation cannot be totally held without some culpability. That's how I see it.
Communication is very important in a relationship. Before we go any further, you need to tell me everything about you. At at this day and age, it's like you. I don't know if you're in another. I mean, you could tell me anything. I just want you to tell me the whole truth. It's like, is there somebody on this? Is there somebody that you already in a relationship with? Are you polygamous, as I said before? I mean, tell me something before we even go to the next level with it, or any level. We're at level 1 right now. We ain't going to no other level until all this is solved. And if you lie to me, I mean, it can cause issues for me because again,
Exactly.
you don't know
Exactly.
who I am. You don't know what I'm capable of doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like a lot
Mm-hmm.
of these, especially a lot of these Negroes.
They be out of control. They be out of control. They think that they can just go around and have one woman here, one woman there, all these women all around. And not just to have the women, they're dropping the babies all over the place. And then they expect not to be held culpable when something happens. They just squirt their way out of it and say, oh, hold up their hand, it's not me. I'm not responsible. It's not
And,
me. But
and
you
the other,
created the situation. Are you telling me that if if somebody go out and they put a wheelbarrow in the middle of the 95? Yeah, they put a wheelbarrow in the middle of the 95. And by them putting that wheelbarrow in the middle of the 95, somebody drives down and sees the wheelbarrow, tries to swing out of the wheelbarrow and go into a ditch or swing into somebody else's car. Are you going to say the person who put the wheelbarrow in the road is not responsible? Have no responsibility at all for the accident that occurred?
mm,
Talk to me. Talk
uh,
to me.
that wheelbarrow better be have
Yeah.
flowers instead of thorns.
Yeah, somebody, the
That better
person
be
who put it there is the person who created the situation. And
correct.
because that person created the situation, that person has some responsibility for the accident that happens after that.
You just basically shook my hand, and while shaking my hand you turn your head, and someone is stabbing me in my
Hmm.
back.
Hmm.
And so, but there's another factor in there. What would happen, right, if I know the person that you knew that I
Hmm.
knew, but the person happens to not like, well, let's just say it is homosexual. Now you
How
got
did
a
we get there?
huh?
How did we get there?
Uh, you don't know that. Let's just say, uh, uh, um, when you have two people, let's just say you have another one man and you have a woman, right? But the woman
Hmm.
is attracted to another man who is homosexual. Basically, he's bi. You don't
Oh,
know,
so you
you
see everybody
don't
just
know who
mixing fluids
just
all over
mixing
the place.
fluids and mixing fluids, and you're mixing fluids, and you're not wearing any contraceptive. So what are you asking? Is, oh, well, I mean, I can't. I usually don't do this and that, or I do, you know, anal sex. Well, guess what? There's a lot of doctors that say people who doctors, real actual doctors that say when you do that, not only you're causing more harm to yourself. It's called STI, not STD. STD means if I go into a woman without contraceptive, I cause her and myself to have an STD. If I'm going the other way, that's a STI. That's still an infection. And you have to, and there are also horror stories to that, right? So not only are you giving this person an infection and this person an infection and this person an infection by performing that, you're not slick. You're not slick. And women who perform sexual acts with other women aren't slick either. They're not. Just because you don't get the exact same thing as the man doesn't mean you don't attract some type of disease.
All of that is possible.
I was paranoid. So I went
all of us should be. All of us should be. Cautious for all of us need to be cautious because nowadays out there on those streets are not pretty at all.
No, especially these days.
Nope.
And these days are terrible. People running around and sharing bottles and fluids and just not it. Oh, let's tell the truth. They don't wash their hands.
Don't talk about that. Don't talk about that, I tell you. They do not wash hands. They don't brush teeth. They don't.
And some of them don't even take showers.
Yeah, I mean, relationships are tough as it is. Relationships are tough as it is. Just by you having a monogamous relationship, that is already a challenge. Imagine somebody else coming into that relationship, changes the whole dynamic of the relationship. And imagine if that person comes in without your knowledge.
Yep.
Now you are being forced to rearrange your whole life, either to accommodate this person or to hightail out of there. But either way, your life is going to be altered some way, somehow. Andrea says, let me see what the chat is saying. Andrea says, honestly, in a relationship, is better about authenticity and transparency. Just be straightforward as what you say and really think and feel. Don't willingly admit and mislead. Exactly, Andrea. Exactly. You cannot deliberately mislead people. Tell them you're going to the right when you're really going to the left. You have to be fair and you have to be honest and tell people exactly what's up. Now, as we talk about this, we always have to incorporate recent events or real events into the conversation. When we look at what happened with that young lady in Jamaica a few weeks ago, by just listening and reading about it, it tells me that man was not straightforward with that woman. He did not tell that woman that he was with another woman and already had another baby. He did not tell her. And right there, I see where, these men are. It's. He bears some responsibility. He should be held accountable for, if for nothing else, for his behavior. I understand that there is, no law against how many women you want to be with and how many you want to impregnate, and how many men you want to be with and how many you want to impregnate you. But at the same time, the consequences of our behavior, we cannot hide from them. We cannot shy from them, and we should not be allowed to hide and shy away from them and then try to pass the blame off onto somebody else. If you know what I mean. He's totally not responsible for that other woman's action. People, don't get me wrong. He's totally not responsible for that girl's action. But I'm saying, look how much a little bit of honesty could have done. If you don't want that the baby mother there, if you don't want to be with her, you let her know. All right, the relationship is over. I'm seeing somebody else. What is so hard in leaving one relationship and moving to another? What is so hard? If this one isn't working out, just leave it, close that chapter, and then move on. But you cannot be dragging people along, stringing them along. You are already jumping into relationship after relationship, and you are dragging the other person with you, and the other person don't even know that they're being dragged into other relationships, because in their minds, they are thinking that you both are in a monogamous relationship. And you're leading them to believe that they are the person for you, while you're out there laying up with other people, having babies with other people, which clearly says to me that if you're out there having babies, you are not protecting yourself. And by you not protecting yourself, you're not protecting your partner either. Because whatever you go out there and catch, you're going to bring it right back to your partner. Now, I want to see why single life is so good. Well, I know you hate when I say that, but it's true. You see why many of us are opting for the single life.
Yeah, and you get
have
those
lots
ones
of
to say,
reasons.
you need to be with a man. You need to be with a man. You need to be married. You need to be.
Yeah, you need
to settle down. You need to be
we need our men, but I mean, I've had my fair share. I wouldn't say what I can say at this age. I wouldn't want to be said by a 25-year-old woman, because a 25-year-old woman, I mean, with her hormones running on high and being in her childbearing years, yeah, she definitely she definitely can't talk like I can. I can talk like I can now because I've been through the ringers already. So if I say I don't want to be with a man and I can stay without a man now, y'all gotta forgive me and just say, Cho, leave Trevor alone. Make sure Trevor's reached that age where she can say whatever right now.
She said, I'd rather be with a dog.
Not a dog. I can't replace it. Not a dog. Dogs don't come nowhere.
Fine, a cat.
No. Well, I'm always with one of those anyway. So. Meow. Anywho.
She said, meow.
Let me see what Aurelie says. I can't with you the way I look. I can't. That's what Aurelie says. But nowadays, there is no honesty. Not even the older generation. What are we exactly? Not even old people. You never see how some older men are still try to run racket. Still try to twist between 2 and 3 women. I look like it in them blood. I don't know. But even
these older men are worse.
Oh, Andrea. Yeah. Oh no, today my birthday now. I just gear up for my birthday.
Oh, it's your birthday?
No, not today.
Oh, okay.
If I did today my birthday, I already jump up and down and celebrate. You see me text when I send you a while ago. We unlock.
No.
Where your phone? You have your phone with you?
I have my. Want me to go get it?
Yeah, check your phone. I just sent you a text.
Okay, I'll check my phone.
Okay, let me see. What? Really, Andrea said me no. Andrea said no. I want me naughty with no. I want me say.
Oh, you party.
All right, all
Oh,
right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Yes, when it comes, we go and party together, Andrea.
happy birthday.
Yeah, when it gets here. I know my birthday yet, but may I celebrate? Where Yard Foods there? We've been celebrating from the beginning of the month because me and Yard Foods and Overton and who else born October? Who else born October people? For celebrate? Yes, all the October people. We have been celebrating from the beginning of the month because we can't wait on one day to celebrate. One day is not enough. One day is not enough. We have to celebrate for a whole month. Unfortunately, our month has 31 days. So you see, more pleasure, more time, more celebrated. Yeah.
I would rather watch
Uh-huh.
another eclipse. I would rather watch another eclipse.
Another eclipse. There was an
Hmm.
eclipse over the weekend. Did you see it?
Yeah, there's going to be
Really?
another one. Yeah,
Really? I
it
did
was a
not see it. I was at
it was a
work.
third of an eclipse that happened Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, I was at work. It was afterwards I hear people talking about there was an eclipse. I said in where I was. I never hear about it and I didn't see it.
It happened between 8:30 and 10 o'clock
In the night?
in the morning.
Oh, that time let me fast asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Because I got off of work Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for you, it was in the morning.
It was for me. It was in the morning. Yes, because
And
I'm
you,
Pacific time.
right. And you are what? 3 hours ahead of us?
3 hours. Yep.
Or behind, right?
Mm. RBI.
Behind. You are 3 hours
Yeah,
behind
we're two
me.
hours behind it.
Three
Oh,
hours
yep, yep.
me, yes. So
Mm-hmm.
if it happened 8 o'clock for you, then that would have already been 11 o'clock for me. In the
Mm-hmm.
daytime. Oh, me never see it. I did not see it, not one bit. And you know that on the 50th time changing again. Didn't I think they said they weren't gonna change the time again this year? This year was the last year?
This is what the
Does that
last
mean when they change it on the
You
5th
don't
of
have to
November?
change your clocks at all. Nope.
After that?
After that, nope. You don't have
Okay,
to.
beautiful. 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 Me don't know why them keep changing the clock all over. It
I
don't make no
kind of like
sense.
it when it's 6 o'clock in the morning. It's still dark. I kind of like it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Because I used to. It's like when I caught the bus when it was like it was just pitch black. It was just beautiful at night. It was just beautiful. Right? It's like
I
I don't
don't
want to
know.
go. I don't want to go to school.
I
And
don't
you just
know. I just want the time to stay one way and stop being all over the
yeah,
place.
it's going to stay one way.
Yeah,
It's going
so
to stay one way for
starting
me.
next year, they're not moving it no more.
Nope.
That's perfect. Because I know countries like Jamaica stopped moving the time back and forth since I think Jamaica stopped doing that since 1983.
Hmm.
Yeah, Jamaica stopped doing that foolishness since 1983, 40 years ago. Jamaica stopped moving the clock back and forth. Just leave the clock one way and make the clock stay right there.
I gotta learn more.
Yeah, simple as that. Fly Girl Georgia is in the place. Bless up yourself, sister. How are you doing? So good to see you. How are you feeling today, my dear? Come to think about it. How are you feeling today? I'm so glad to see you. Is today a good day for you?
Hello, Sister Fire, Sister George. How are you?
Who else you see? You're able to see the chat? You see the chat we unlock?
I'm sorry.
Are you able to see the chat?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I said hi. I said hi to Mrs. Georgia. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So as I talk about my birthday, me I tell you no, me I gear up for my birthday. Just so I watch me a fight with the people. This struggle is real. This struggle is real. When you're not using your own hands, it can be something else. But it is okay. Me kind of like that look here. You know like it we unlock?
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, me kind of like it.
Yeah, man.
Me kind of
But
like it.
we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to raise some money to get you a nice mic, a
No
real
worry
nice
yourself.
mic.
No worry yourself. So I make you say no. So I make you know.
Oops,
Oh, we are like, we are like. I, I saw,
Mrs. Get bad.
I saw you know, say me no day in my yard. That's how you know I ain't in my own house. Cause everybody here don't know how inside of
She
my
don't
house
know. She don't want that. She
and
doing
my
bad all by herself.
exactly. And you all know how it look when I am on live. So when you don't see me looking all fancy, you don't know say something else happen. What yeah?
I mean,
Looking all
don't it look
official. And
nice
what do you know, man?
when a guy comes by and he's doing the lawn for you, and you just sit back and drinking some lemonade and say, "Oh,
Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that
yeah."
that but listen, that lives in my fantasy world, right, Arlie? That lives in my fantasy world. And I am comfortable with that. Just fantasizing about it, but not taking any step to make it into reality. Because there is more dread there than there is desire.
Mm.
Yeah, so yeah,
Mm.
so I leave it right where it's at.
Mm.
Fly girl say I'm feeling good. Wonderful, my sister. Yeah, we are not me serious. Yeah, there's more dread than desire. I don't have that drive to tell me like, yes, you must no sir. I don't have that drive at all. And I'm not trying
You are my sister, boy.
and
You are
I'm
my
not
sister.
trying to muster it up at all. Josie say, you know, you're nice, Harry. You don't have to ask anyone. Talk to me. Talk to me nice, Joe. Talk to me
My
nice.
my 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 old my the oldest sister, not my sister, because I don't have any sisters biologically. But the oldest sister would say, "I don't need last man that I had to shoot him." I'm like, okay. I don't want nobody. The hell with them. I'm gonna get my. All right.
What the heck?
Because I was like, you look too good, girl, to be. You looking good, taking care of yourself. Ain't no men around. It's like, good, screw them. They just as worse than you. I'm like, me? Yeah, you too flirtatious. You got a wife. I'm like, I can't say, but I can't shake nobody's hand. You do more than shake hands, boy.
Well, you gotta behave in that department now. You gotta
I
behave.
am behaved.
You better be.
It's not my fault that I, look the way that I look. I mean, now.
You're right about that. You're right about that. Watch yourself.
But see, here's the thing that I'll hold y'all responsible for. This is what I hold y'all responsible. You always tell her, especially me, to get your stuff right. Get a cut, get a shave, brush your teeth, wash your face, put some cologne on. That's what some of y'all women tell me. I do the exact same thing that y'all tell me, and this is the trouble I get into. Is
But Jesus. You hear him now gaslighting us.
Y'all.
You hear him gaslighting.
Look, I got a big
Lord, he didn't. You know, hear that? He start gaslighting us. So it's a woman's fault whenever a man. Oh, come on now.
No.
We tell him to look nice. We tell him to look nice, that he must look nice. He must smell good. So when he look nice and he smell good and he gets his trouble with her, she needs to stand her hand. Oh, Lord. But that's a great spin on it. That's a great spin on it. I like that. Swivel your way right out of it like a little snake. Just right out of it, huh? Ain't gonna hold yourself.
I'm being raggedy.
You
Because
ever standing
I
up?
got nothing to prove. I got nothing to prove to y'all. I got nothing to prove. I could be right in my home, just chilling, and my wife knows everything. I'm like, hey,
You are so mad. You are mad.
for,
What?
quote
What?
unquote 45 years. I'm just throwing a number out there. 45 years of marriage. Why should I care?
Yeah, man. You should. That's why you should care. Let me see what they're saying in the chat. Andrea, so I can interview Joseph. You know, so Joseph now come up on here. You know, say Joseph. Well, Andrea, it would have to be me and you go for that interview. You want me tell you say? You know, say Joseph now come up on the interview. But that would be nice, Joseph. May you sit down and talk and you tell me, you know, your views on a great relationship. What would a great relationship look like for you? We can talk about it on the air, you know, so other people can learn. So other people can learn what to look forward to if they intend to have a great relationship. You don't think so, Joe? We have to talk about it off the air.
Okay.
We have to talk about it off the air, Joe. Like really we unlock? No, sir.
I know the
I
keys
text
to a
you
good
back. No,
relationship.
sir. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
I'm just saying, I know the keys of a good relationship. People just have to listen and have to
You think
understand it.
listening alone is the key to a great relationship?
That and communication. Are you listening, or are you just hearing what you just want to hear? Right. Am I in a place of fantasy and hopes and dreams, or am I in reality? Are you going to tell me what's potentially could be there, or are you going to tell me what's here today? Tell me what it is that you want.
But the thing too is a lot of people want to be told what the relationship should entail, but they don't tell their partner what the plans are. They want to hide what their plans are, but they want the other party to tell them exactly what their plans are. Have you ever seen anything like that work? No work.
Mm-mm.
It can't work because there has to be transparency on both sides.
It work. I mean, let me stop lying. It works, but that's short term. Why am I behind you? Why are you behind me?
Watch I don't know. Oh.
Like, well,
not me fidgeting with this thing. Oh, I didn't even realize that's how we go. I'm sorry. Hold on there, Joseph. What? Oh, what time? What time now? What time you have now? We unlock
1:42.
Is my phone working properly? What time is it where you at, Joe? Can I look like my phone now work properly?
Should be 4 o'clock where you're at.
Let me see. I don't know. But I don't know. Oh, Joseph said it is 4:42. Okay.
What?
Joseph said it would not work because both of you have to want something out of the relationship. And the thing is not just something, because everybody going to relationship wants something out of the relationship, but the two of you have to want the same thing out of the relationship. because everybody going want something. I go in, I want a green card. You go in, you just want somebody to take care of you. I go in, I want marriage. You go in, you just want to play around. So everybody wants something. So that is where the communication comes into play, because now we gotta have a conversation. Now, do we want the same thing? Because if we want the same thing, that means we're working towards the same goal. That means the two of us are basically doing the same things that is going to help both of us to achieve that goal, right? But if there's any kind of antagonism going on, you're not gonna achieve your goal, and I'm not going to achieve mine, because we are not working in cohesion. We are
Plus,
pulling apart rather than pulling together.
do you really want to be in a polygamous relationship? Do you really? I mean, it's bad enough that you're dealing with one woman. Okay, it's bad enough, but another woman on top of that, it's bad enough that
Yeah.
you're dealing
On,
with
on
one
top
dude.
of
You're
that
dealing
sound,
with
on
one
top of
dude.
that sound just right.
If you're dealing with one dude, you dealing with another one.
Yep.
That's two.
That's
That's
a lot.
double the headache. Double triple the
Yes.
headache.
Yes. Yes. Andrea says, hold on the way unlock. Hold on the Andrea says, for a great relationship to work, get to know yourself, take time to appreciate yourself, and get in touch with your emotions, and to express yourself clearly and effectively.
He preaching to the choir on that one.
Okay.
A
All
lot of
right.
people don't listen.
Albert is here. Albert say it's 3:45. So it's
Central.
3:45 Central.
Central. Mm.
And you are what? 2:45? What time for you now?
145.
1:45, 2:45, 3:45, and 4:45. We have 4 time zones up in this place right now.
Yep.
Oh my word. Oh my gosh, people.
You should have. You should have known that when your clock changed.
Yeah, I saw my clock change and I was like,
Mhm.
what in the world is going on here? I, 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 s- I'm like, okay, all right, all right. Let me see what Arely says. Arely says, and some only want a roommate and claim they're in a relationship, but still want to be out there doing God. My sister, my dear sister, can I tell you? Can I tell you? They just want a roommate. Some people just want to live by the appearances that they are in a relationship, but they don't really want to be in a relationship. So the two people who are going to be in the relationship need to communicate and find out what the other person wants. Because if I should get in a relationship with anybody right now, I feel so obligated that I must tell them that me not really want nobody. I think it would only be honest and fair that me not want nobody when we wake up a morning time. Me not want nobody torment me. I want to be able to get up, stretch, get out of bed when me want to do what me got to do. I don't want nobody dragging me back, and me don't want nobody to tell me I gotta get up, go make breakfast because it's their breakfast time. And no, and that's not all a relationship entails. But I have been free and single for so long. I do not feel like I want to mess it up, because I think that if I mess it up, it's going to be hell and powder house. If me mess it up, I don't want to mess it up. I want it to stay just the way it is, because there is so much peace. There is so much joy. There is so much comfort. You know what I mean? We are like, yeah. And I value my peace, my friend. There is so much peace that I do not want to mess it up, and nobody drag me in no baby mama drama and no other romantic drama and that sort of thing. No.
Well,
Uh-uh.
it's well, I would call it that. I mean, and any and every relationship, marriage, you're gonna have drama. It's just is what it is. I mean, there's drama when I leave the toilet seat up and my wife comes into the bathroom and is like, why did you do that? And then I got to hear it all the way. It's never ending. Or it's like, I told you to get the kids lunches and you got to wash clothes. It's going to happen. Short, long, it's going to happen. But now you gotta balance it out. You gotta balance it
There
out.
you go.
You
There
gotta
you
balance
go.
it
You
out
gotta
with
balance it out.
you gotta balance it out with positive sort of things. That's why that's what I preach on my channel. It's just like you gotta be balanced in it.
Yes.
Whether it's negative, there has to be a positive. There cannot be, your car cannot start with just negative on negative. It's not gonna work that way. Your car is gonna blow up. It has to be a negative and a positive charge balance. So it can equally solve itself in its equation to start the doggone car. That's just it. When it comes to a relationship, it's again, what is the most important subject? What is the most important thing for a man and a woman to do? Be communicative with each other. The second thing is trust. Do we absolutely trust each other to tell the truth the first time that we meet each other?
And trust is something that is built up over time. Because I can meet you right there and then today. And as I meet you today, I say, I trust you. No, I don't even know you. I don't know you enough to trust you. Trust is something that is built up over time. What I can have for you right now is respect and a mutual attraction. But trust, I can't have trust with you on the first date. No, I don't know you. Aralise says, okay. Andrea says, put in the work and set and respect boundaries. I agree. Them can change time, but they can't change God time. I agree, Joseph.
What boundaries?
Money move. Money move, what's up? How you doing, my love? Good to see you, my dear. Good to see you guys. There is our friend Money Move right there. Money Move, just roll in and drop him link and I head out again. All right, my friend. All right. Bless up yourself. Bless up yourself. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Joseph said, I want peace and happiness. I don't want no making noise on my head at the time. All the time. I don't want none of the noise. I agree, Joseph. I agree. I don't want none of that noise either. I don't want no noise. I don't want no confusion. I don't want none of that. I just want to be at peace. Live in peace. Get up when I want. Do what I want when I want. Yeah.
But I would love, this is just me. No one has to do this. I like the idea of waking up in the morning at certain point, that sometimes cooking for the person that I'm with, cleaning around the facility with the person that I'm living with. I want to spoil at some point. You don't have to do it all the time, but it's good to spoil the woman that you're with. It's good to do that. I mean, she doesn't have to do any. You got to make her feel comfortable. In society today, it's all about me. No, this is the reason why
we are too individualistic. It's me, the whole thing.
This is the reason why relationships fail, because people are so doggone self-important.
Selfish.
Just selfish. You have to be selfless to have a long, sustaining relationship. It ain't easy. I never said it was. But this is the reason why women are single today. And Yeah, I didn't say no names. I didn't say no names.
That's
This is the
fine.
reason,
That's fine.
they didn't say this is the reason why women are single today because they don't want to rah rah all the nonsense. I mean,
Exactly.
they can just clean up their backyard and just
Yes.
plant a
And we
whole
don't
bunch
want to
of
have
flowers.
to have another woman coming to tell us that our man and her been sleeping together. We don't want to have to deal with that.
Men don't want to have to come around and have to see another man's drawers on the floor. Like, yeah,
I agree with you. I totally
I
agree.
was just like, wait, who
No,
drawers
Sean.
these?
Andrea said, no, Sean, you are one. Nation, you are one in a million. Your wife must. She said, we are luck. She said, you are one in a million. Your wife must love you bad. I'm sure she does. I'm sure she
Uh,
does.
yeah, she loves me to the point where she didn't have to get a baseball bat and beat me upside the head with it. That's love.
She loves me now.
I love you.
Na,
Look,
na,
I
na, na.
love you.
Stop it.
Have you ever seen that
Stop.
movie Misery?
What's the movie called?
Misery.
Oh, I wouldn't know. Me not watch TV. Me not watch movie.
The man basically has, I guess he has an affair with somebody, and
Mm-hmm.
she is so mentally distraught that she ends up beating him to a pulp and ties him up and just tortures him. That's all. Just tortures him.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of like that line between love and hate, but it's different.
Okay. Let me see. Let me see what Tisha says. I did feel like that too, Trev. Oh, you felt like that? Yeah, I feel like this every day. I feel like it every day that it is not worth my while to go there go waste no man time. Because certainly me not going to waste mine. So to me it would be a total waste of time for me to go out there go tell a man say me and him are gonna know the work towards some kind of a midlife goal. Me and him are gonna be together and you know something, leave it right this way there.
Does this happen?
Anywhere the water dash will left the bucket same place.
I think I asked you this question before, Trev.
What
Does
you say,
this
babe?
normally? Does this happen in Jamaica?
What?
In the same thing that happens in the United States happen in Jamaica?
Like what?
Like, cheating and romantic ties with
What
other
you
people.
mean? Of course. Jamaica is the capital for all of that. All of that. That's why Jamaica have so much broken and traumatized women. Because our men have traumatized the daylights out of us. So Jamaica has a lot of broken and traumatized women. That is so true. Our men go around them, sling them tail all over the place. Them get 3 dozen children with 3 dozen mamas all over. That's robbing food out of the mouth of the existing children. And yeah, yeah. Yes, my brother, it is true. Arely say, no relationship is easy, but it is a give and take. And I'm not going to be anyone's second best. I agree. If me and you going to be in a relationship and I say to you, we were going to be having a monogamous relationship, it's just me to you and you to me. Yes, that is what I ask for. That is what I want. Don't circumvent the thing and try to think that you can incorporate or interject with some other woman and then expect there not to be consequences when I find out. No, don't do that. Don't do that. So if they're not willing to do that, we have to learn when it's time to say, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. With Andrea, Andrea said Trev is a singleton mathematical equation. 1 times 1 equal 1. And the thing, Andrea, I have been through the rigors myself already. You see me have the five patchwork picking them. So it has been I have experienced my men, my Jamaican men. I have experienced them. So, if I should honestly say, of course, yes, me have my traumas what me I deal with from having dealt with my Jamaican men. So at this age, I can afford to say I don't have to have one in my life. Would I have said that 20 years ago? No. I would not have said that 20 years ago, because 20 years ago, I still believe that there was hope that me would find one good one. Well, see me here, 30 something years later, I'm still, if you don't know what I mean. When you are in a relationship, both parties have to understand each other. There is time that you want to be alone, so they have to give you space. I agree, Joe. I agree. Even though we are in a relationship, that doesn't mean that I want to be around you all the time. That doesn't mean I lose my individuality because we are in a relationship. No, that don't mean that. We have to we have to determine what we want, guys. You cannot make somebody else determine for you, because you can't say to yourself, oh, I don't need a relationship, man. I am fine. And the next thing you know, you go on the train tomorrow and you come across this nice, cute guy, and you totally forgot. You totally forget the reason why you had said you cool, you are going to be by yourself, and you jump headfirst into a relationship with this person. Right there, so you just betray yourself. You just betray yourself and what you wanted for yourself. You don't think so, we are like,
No, no, I'm just listening to you. I'm still baffled. I am still traumatized. I am still
what
like, wow.
traumatized you?
This happens everywhere. Like
This
I would
happens
think
everywhere.
I would like be in a section of of a certain country and be like full of my wonderful people and be like, this is where I want to be, because none of this happens in none of this what happens in the United States doesn't happen over here. I guess I was wrong. If it really does happen the way it does happen in the United States, and
Well,
and let's just say I want to. Let's just say it's like I'm just getting sick and tired of it. I just want to move. I just want to get away. I want to start off a clean slate. How? How are you going to do it when everybody else
how,
is tainted?
that's a great question. That's a great question. How are you going to do it?
You can't, because again, relationships are tainted.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to start clean, if you want to, if an individual has been through enough trauma and drama as it is, you have to want to, number one, get
Mhm.
away from the person that you're with, totally and completely. If you have kids, that's a different story. But if you're single couples that gotten together and y'all just bicker and argue all the time, and he or she,
A lot
whoever,
of times people are not compatible and they fail to accept it. They
I
refuse
know,
to accept it.
right. But if you feel that you need to get a clean slate, get away from each other totally and completely. Number one. Number two, start cleansing yourself.
Mhm.
Cleansing yourself. You need humiliate. You need a humiliation. It's like, what did I do wrong? Why did I do this? Why? It's like, you know
Mhm.
what you did wrong. It's called rebuking. When the pastor will come, when you come up to the pulpit
Mhm.
and pastor tells something about yourself through God, that's rebuking. Because you can't rebuke you sufficient enough. You need somebody who is in charge, right?
Mhm.
And to tell you and put you in your place to say that you particularly wanted to go your way, it wasn't working, and you kept doing it, and now you're in the position that you're in for what? What can we do now to put you back on track? What can we do now to put you back on track? Be by yourself for a while.
As
Be
Andrea
by
said, as
your
Andrea said, get to know yourself.
get to know
Mm-hmm.
yourself. To start doing for self.
Mm-hmm.
That's the rule. Learn about yourself again. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I don't know why people keep saying that you need to be in a marriage, you need to be in a relationship. No, you don't. Not necessarily. Not necessarily at all. If two people are in confliction with one another, that's just a car crash. It's a complete car crash.
I agree. Who that?
Yeah,
JAG?
hey! Oh my God, Trev! Oh my,
You so
oh
crazy.
my God!
You're a hot mess. What's wrong with you? AG? AG, what's up? Welcome into the live, AG. How you doing? What part of the street are you on right now, my love? Huh? So good to see you as always. As always. Bless up yourself. We are here. We are having, this is what? A pre-birthday chat. We're having a pre-birthday chat. Oh my gosh. We can't wait for the birthday and for the birthday. Until now, I don't know what I'm going to do, but me just know say me and go chat. That's all. That's all I
Trev,
know.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go ahead and head out, my dear. But I just give you my final thoughts and my final prayers, and say you look lovely, magnificent,
Oh, thank
in
you,
your
my
red colors.
love.
Look like you in the forest getting ready to eat up some porridge and sleep in somebody's bed until
I cannot.
the bears come
You.
home.
Well, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Oh my gosh. It was a pleasure having you up. We unlock as always, my love. It's an absolute pleasure every time. Every time. Text me.
I'll text you, my love.
Okie
I
dokie,
will.
my love. I thank you so much. Have yourself a great one. All right, guys. So that was our friend there, We Unlock from We Unlock Nation. Anybody who is here who is not connected with We Unlock, gonna go and connect with We Unlock, and go chatting. He may have some nice topics over there, some nice chats and stuff over there all the time. All right, at all hours of the day and night, depending on his schedule. So, guys, yeah, I see AG roll up in the house. Joyce in the house. Andrea is in the house. Arelis, mom. Money Move. Money Move is here as well. And my dear sister Arelis. Where card they? Uno see card during the day? Oh, I don't know where she is. But she will be rolling up in here sometime if she not in the background there listen. Right, Tisha? Yeah, she not in the background there listening. All right. So guys, oh, oh. No, it is the pre-birthday. My birthday is on Friday. Yeah, Friday is my birthday. Yes. But I am already ready. I've been ready since the beginning of the month. I've been ready for my birthday. So I'm going to continue being ready. So I have to have the live and come contact Uno. Yeah, having it together. Yeah. So that's why I have. That's and I didn't dress today in a particular way for um as anything having to do with the birthday. I just throw on these. I just throw on these because just because. Yeah. I'm so glad to see you all in the chat. Oh no, no, sir. It is now two something. It is now two something. AG, where in the world are you at the moment? Yeah, it's about two something. I got to go on the street. I gotta go on the street in this strange place. I gotta go get some things done. So, oh, thank you so much, Arelise. Thank you so much. Look at the more the birthdays come, at the fresher your sister get. Yes, I tell you, I tell you. I thank you, my dear. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah. So, guys, we had been talking about whether or not you would want to be friends with your romantic rival. And we unlock come up, the conversation usually goes, incorporate other areas of romantic issues. So that's what me and we unlock and I were talking about on the screen, and along with the people in the chat. Yeah, so if you are just coming in, your boy, you don't know what you have missed. You have missed the whole conversation, because I am going to be coming off in about the next 2 or so minutes. Let me see what Andrea say. Andrea say, even they are Kali. She dressed up special for you, AG. Not just for AG, for you too, Joe, for you and Andrea and Tisha and everybody else, Andrea and Card, everybody else in the chat. Yeah, I did dress up specifically for all of you. I don't know, dress up. Yeah. It's just that for some reason red and my color goes very well together. Yeah. I didn't realize it until afterwards, but it looks fine. It looks just fine. And I thank you all so much, guys. No, Andrea, not at all. I thank you all, each and every one of you, for coming into the live. Yeah. Those of you who participated, those of you who text, those of you who called, I sincerely appreciate you. It's going to be my birthday in 2 days. So we are going to be having this celebration from where I am at. Okay, guys. So until then, or until later when we come back with the book, we're going to continue reading that book, The Guardian, and see what happened between Julie and Mike, and with Julie and Mike and Henry and Emma and all those people in the chat, in the book. I mean, all those characters in the book. All right. So that's where we are going to end the live for today. It was an absolute pleasure being here, an absolute pleasure talking with you all, each and every one of you. You know yourselves by name. It was a pleasure being here, guys. So I'm going to be hopping out right now to go get myself and some stuff together. All right. So keep yourself safe, my friends. Do the right thing. And whatever you do, don't forget that your journey matters. Have yourselves a great evening, everybody. And I will see you all maybe later. Maybe. Don't count on it. But maybe. Hold on. I'm going to turn this off.